Natoka maeneo ya ngungungungungungungumba. Ako pale na kikao yake, ako pale na mkahawa wake, na yeye kuaga na jeshi lake lina watch show. And of course, next to him is Celine Waithira. Celine Waithira, of course, is well known to one team in the Kenyan Premier League that is always trying to dethrone AFC Leopards. But that's why she comes to the show every time to give them hope. Then, of course, next to Celine, we have Miss Kuria, a staunch supporter of Xabi Alonso.
Yes.
And his team in the Leverkusen in the German Bundesliga.
Unbeaten.
And then next, of course, to her is Shakespeare, a.k.a. Irungu Gitau. This, of course, are my top sports analysts in the country. Actually, arguably, you'll not find this kind of talent anywhere on TV in the country. Google. Utaambiwa tu return to TV 47. Tony Kwalanda here. Of course, we win and we talk about a lot of great things that are happening in the world of sports. But quickly, wacha tuende kwa story ya World Cup kiss scandal. Of course, each and every of my panelists must weigh into the situation. It's very serious because earlier today in Kenya, if you're watching us across the world, our women and many other men are on the streets to protest about these killings of women vibaya. Even me, I was protesting while seated in the office. But Celine and Miss Kuria, ni venye tu walienda home kushower. Otherwise, they would be having sweat from the streets of Nairobi. Now, let's take a look at those pictures of this former FA president in Spain. That you can imagine, this is the equivalent of Nick Mwendwa, who is the FKF president in the country. So this is the Nick Mwendwa of Spanish football. Now, this was during Spain's handover of the World Cup last year.
Who's the Pep? Pep Guardiola.
This is Hermoso. This is the striker, the player who was forcefully kissed by this Luis Rubiales, the former FA president in Spain, and also a former player. Now, so Dantes is asking, mbona akai Pep Guardiola? Umeona nini hapa inakaa kama Pep wewe?
Kipara, kichwa kipara.
Now, for the latest information that is coming from Spain is that this 46-year-old man is facing jail time or is going to be tried because I understand the judges are saying that he has a case to answer. And I will go, of course, direct to the ladies. However, if you're watching from Tanzania, please pass my happy birthday to Her Excellency Samia Suluhu. She is celebrating her birthday. Your Excellency, President of Tanzania, happy birthday to you. Tunakutakia kila la heri ukiendelea kuongoza jumuiya na muungano wa Tanzania. Let me bring in Celine. Celine, I know you've never experienced this kind of incident. I know no man has ever forcefully planted their big succulent lips on your lips.
How sure are you?
Oh, okay.
We are sorry.
Okay.
We are sorry.
Please substantiate the question.
Oh, God. Tell us your story.
We are very sorry.
Please give us, we have all the time.
I know. Today is the day.
We have 1.5 hours to hear your story. Trust me.
I don't have a story behind it. I was
How you am I? But of course, when you see those pictures, what do you think was going in her mind? Or what was the girl thinking when this man just planted a kiss forcefully? I know it was just the handing over, it could be the forehead, it could be the joy. Tuambie reaction yako kama demu. Dantos wako anapatia hapo Dantos anakupatia ma medal pale. Dantos tu na
kidogo
yake.
honestly, I would be surprised because ataka ni furaha ufai kunipiga munju au fai but
Those 10 billion.
yeah, that's kind of weird, but honestly I don't know. You know, I used to play football in high school. So I remember there is one day I was so excited and I went and hugged our driver because of excitement. I was punished. So I think even him he will be punished.
No, tell us that hug that you gave the driver. Just take us through. We have time. Celine, we have time. Tell us which game that was, whether you scored, how it went, and how the driver felt, and did he press charges? Because this lady that you're seeing on screen press charges. We have the time, please. The camera is on.
Okay, it was the competitions zenye zinakuanga shule. So we made it to the regionals finals, and before we went to the regionals finals, kuna kuanga zile zinakuanga mbele. So we had never reached regionals finals in our school. So we played that game, but it ended in penalties. So we had to go to penalties. Yeah. And I was not good in penalties. Nilikuwa napoza kwanza zinagonga woodwork zote. So that day I literally scored the last one. So nilitoka mbio kama nimehug the driver, and the principal wa shule alikuwa hapo. So I was like, after this game shule tupatane kwa ofisi. I was punished.
What was the punishment? Because
at this point you're about to ask the school.
No, I will not ask the school. No, I cannot. I need to secure. I will not. Okay. What was the punishment? Ulinunua chain link. Uliuproot stamp.
Nilienda kubeba cow dung.
Hiyo ni kazi kidogo. We use cow dung to make our homes.
Really?
That's the punishment. Alibeba cow dung. Now, the punishment for Luis, I understand he faces, currently he's been suspended for about 3 years by FIFA because under Article, I think 8, forgive me if I'm wrong, mimi si mtu ya FIFA, but under one of the articles is, he faced the disciplinary article, huko hivyo, it says, of course, the indecency and all those fair play, those are things that were breached by this. And let me bring, of course, Shakespeare. Give us a scenario whereby you personally witnessed or you are a culprit, but hujashikwa na kanjo.
First of all, it was wrong in all angles. Hata kama walikuwa ina like wamezoeana nini, it's women football, tunajaribu kuleta like the game ya women to the light, and it's not a good thing to do.
Yes.
Ukiangalia vitu zimeendelea for like since the year started, things like that. So personally, should be punished. The former Spanish FA president. Yes. Yeah, saa zingine consent ni kitu tu rahisi kuuliza bana. So yeah.
Si rahisi kuuliza mzee. Si rahisi kuuliza. And see, of course, I'm being told Luis Rubiales has been accused before as well. Has been into situations whereby, in fact, I understand he fired one of his uncles from a position that he was holding in the FA in Spain because he didn't sign a check of where Rubiales had invited girls and men to participate in orgies. Sasa orgies, in my Manda Shivanga language, Dantos orgies ni nini?
Zaidi hapo tu bila kuweka.
Acha tuliza wa group of schools.
Where?
Orgies ni nini?
Kwa nini? Why are you throwing me under the bus?
Si wewe ndio umesema nikuulize.
Explain.
Na orgies is where like what Dantos, watu kama Dantos 6, alafu na warembo kama Celine na Kuria kama 7 wako kwa nyumba moja. Then they participate in watu wanaochisho sahi.
PG.
Then they participate na ile activity, ile cha baba na cha mama. So basically, it's a group of schools of cha baba and cha mama. Sijui kama mnanielewa. So one of the things that this the former FA had been accused, but ikaslide, ikaenda tu hivyo. Now, kuna vitu zingine zilifanyika pia na zikafanyika na zikaenda chini ya maji. Now, apparently, I'm also being told that he has been divorced. He has three beautiful girls. Now, these girls, of course, currently he's paying monthly upkeep, warembo wako hapa, of about 800 euros. That's about 800 euros times 170, inakuja kitu kama 100 and something thousand Kenya shillings per month. So about 500,000 Kenya shillings per month for the three girls because of divorce. Now, this Rubiales has sold his apartment so that he can have money to pay his bills and to pay child upkeep. Dantos, we are finished.
Boy child.
No. He brought that.
Boy child. But I think the story, I can look at it in two ways.
Yeah.
First of all, we don't know if wanajuana from back. We can never tell. But I think this era of social media, kila kitu na social media, ile pressure ilikuja from social media. But I think it is wrong. First of all, it's wrong. Naweza sema it's a good gesture in a wrong place. Wanapata? Pia tumeona coaches, some of the coaches wana spank madem wakiingia wa kiwanja. Sijui kama it's wrong. But rules are rules. We need to respect women. Tumeona madem hapa sana women here in the country wanasafa sana. Ukiangalia kwa news, it's all about women. But when it comes to football is something that brings people together, and it's naweza sema is the second sports after rugby when it comes to discipline. It's rugby, then football, then golf.
And others.
Then others. But it's a wrong gesture. But for me, siwezi mjudge because I don't know kama unajuana before. Ama hiyo kiss ilikuwa intended ikuwe hivyo, ama ilikuwa intended ikuwe kwa cheeks. So I won't judge. Ndaja tu majaji wafanye kazi yao.
I need to add to that.
Please, I need to understand.
Kudruana is one thing. Kissing me in public is another. That is not consent. Kudruana is consent. So, okay, first of all, I want to acknowledge Hamoso because many girls have been diminished. This is a president we're talking about,
yes.
And she had the courage to actually report the case. Lakini mambo ya wazungu ni ngumu. I am pretty sure wewe kuangalia at the first place, you didn't know it's illegal.
Yeah.
Unaona wanapiga kiss tatu, side, and then and then run it back. Was that right? No, it wasn't right. So he brought that to himself. Wacha kusema boy child. Yeah? He brought that to himself, and he needs to face every consequence.
But I think even back here at home, kwa timu za madem wanasuffer the most. There's a team, sijui ilikuwa Kitala ama ilikuwa wapi. Like 3 chicks walikuwa na ball za the same. Sijui kama ni team manager ama ni nani. But I think it's something that federation wanafaa kuangalia into details.
I even saw there was a recent one.
Yeah,
there
like
was a recent
last week but one there was a case of a team official being suspended, and there are investigations that are going on because of team iko sawa, but kuna vitu zinaendelea huko chini ya nini, making the team not to perform by the way. So yeah, like kuna vitu tu aziendanishi football na
mapenzi.
Tafadhali kwa team Tony wezi kuwa coach wa Vihiga Queens. Or and alafu kuna vitu zinaendelea wewe na Luka kwao bana. Hiyo mambo ikubaliki.
La kaka.
Unaona? Yeah.
But I think, do you think this case ni kama ya Greenwood?
Greenwood is...
Let's say for example, there are 2 grown-ups guys there. Alafu akuja in a relationship like for Greenwood. So wanakuja wakaona know them. And now they are together. But English people, watu wa England walikata Greenwood kabisa. But first of all, tumeshaelewana. We're in a relationship, unanipata? How do we know those? Okay, sawa.
Greenwood was a very...
I understand when you say
understand,
English people,
yeah.
because you remember what they did to Beckham back then.
Yeah.
It's alright.
But it's a tricky situation to be in. Yeah. But I think it was a happy moment, but in a wrong place.
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
So, looking at his history, I'm just looking at his history. Rubiales, he had a history of that.
Ni mtu amezoea.
I think his 40 days had arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's. I'm not saying I'm guilty, I've never been captured on social media slapping my lips aimlessly. These ones you do within the confines of those walls. Ama kwa giza. So he's going to face Celine. Unataka kusema kitu? No, Celine has already given us her World Cup moment. So we appreciate that. So definitely that is something that of course the judges will be pressing. The trial will start, and he's certainly maybe facing years in jail or maybe fines. And as we speak right now, as I've told you, he has formed a WhatsApp group. He's asking for money. Ameuza nyumba. Hata mimi niko karibu kuweka kwa group nianze kusukuma huko euros. Sports Extravaganza, siko peke yangu, niko na DJ kwenye mix kwenye decks. But of course, let's just move on quickly haraka. There's another player who plays for Spartak Moscow. Anaitwa Quincy Promes. Quincy Promes is a footballer who earns, let me say for example, 20 million Kenya shillings per week. Now, Quincy Promes has been found and is likely to face trial for smuggling cocaine of 1.8 kilograms. I think it was about the street value are giving around, I think ilikuwa kitu kama, I think 10 million or something. A player who earns 20 million per week. Now, this guy is very smart. Quincy Promes plays in Spartak Moscow. Now, this guy is being charged in Netherlands, I think if I'm not wrong, in Netherlands. Now, Netherlands and Russia do not have extradition rules or relationships. Yani ile ya mtu akifanya makosa kwa nchi nyingine anaweza rudishwa. Now, Moscow na kichwa wao kubwa na president wao, they don't allow those kind of extradition laws between those countries. So Promes, this guy is living large. Kumbuka, this same player stabbed his cousin during...
Less than a year ago.
I think they were having the other OG. Promise, I don't know which, I think it was a family event. It was a family event, correct? I'm sorry to say, it was a family event and the guy stabbed. So akona makosa, na akona makosa zingine. He's a former Sevilla and Ajax player.
Yep.
Nasema vitu mingi sana. Acha tunianze. Selina, because unajua Selina, you're also being flabbergasted by these stories. Players who earn, a player who earns 20 million per week, ati ameshikwa na drugs za 10 million contingent. Alikuwa amehide kwa chumvi ya Kensalt katikati kitoka Brazil. Ikuja Netherlands.
You know, first and foremost is the level of greediness for me. 20 million a week, and then you want to smuggle cocaine everywhere. Unajua mimi ingekuwa mimi sina kakitu, ningefanya hivyo huko Russia iko legal, but he earns 20 million.
20 clean per week.
Yeah.
So per month ana earn kitu kama 80.
Imagine, I think but alishikiwa Netherlands. But alishikiwa wapi? Russia. Okay. You know, I did a bit of criminology. I know when you're caught in another state as an individual, the case remain in that state. Yeah, so nilikuwa na feel kanga shikiwa huko Netherlands maybe ingefanya. But sasa ni Russia.
They have their own rules.
Yeah, yeah.
And he has applied for citizenship, and I understand it's now it will be fast tracked.
But I think I'll agree with Celine. It's greediness because unapata player kama huyo ana so much, alafu ana smuggle drugs. I think it's greediness, alafu pia we Africans I think tunapenda pesa sana.
Hata stari tulikuwa nani alipata kwa shida ya betting? Stari Germany
Evan Tony.
Yuko na Tony and 30 million per week.
Even Paqueta was also in the mix. But who?
I think African players wakuna sijui because wametoka this poor background, so pesa inawastua sana, the same as Brazil. Mmoja wa player wa Brazil pia pesa inawastua sana, so that's why unapata mtu kama Ronaldinho anapatikana scandals zingine ndogo za kipassport hivi, but you'll never see an English who is a mzungu that is anapatikana kwa scandal kama hizi, because hao ni watu wamepitia academy zile ziko very strict na wanafuata rules and regulations of football.
Dani Alves amepatikana. No,
Dani Alves is from Brazil.
Dani Alves.
Okay, yeah.
Na ni mzungu, I'm talking about
mixture ya black. Yeah, kuna damu ya watu
Yes.
weusi.
Unapata?
Tabia ya kuiba.
But that is greediness.
Yeah.
Ama pia unaweza pata ukichunguza vizuri alikuwa atumiwa na those cartels. Unajua pia kuna cartels wa drugs, when it comes to drugs. So wanakutumia because of celebrity or football unajulikana.
Kuna ile
you're the face.
diplomatic pass,
Diplomatic pass unapata haraka. Too bad for him. I think kila mtu abetu msalaba wake.
Watu wabebe msalaba. Sports extra. Hivyo tunafanya maneno hapa. Leo we are just giving you things that you not hear anywhere else. Trust me. Hii hautapata even on mainstream up on TV47 Sports Extra. And it's an English show but kolana tu ni kichwa ngumu anaongeanga Kiswahili. Now tukiendelea kuna now this way of course the lady will come in. Grealish Grealish, yesterday, of course, Manchester City played against
Tottenham
Hotspur. And, of course, it was the first time to win after very many visits to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah. And apparently, the entire team, in fact, hii story kutoka kwangu, ilitoka kwa madem. Now, so Jack Grealish, this is this is a sweetheart to Jack Grealish, who was in hiding. Now, Jack Grealish apparently was attacked or was invaded by robbers at one point. So the girlfriend went into hibernation. Alipotea kidogo. You see the way you'll find when you see ladies on social media, alafu a lady disappears after 9 months, so unajua tu alikuwa ameenda kufanya nini? Ku-download ama ku-upload, depending on where you come from. So we are just here to show you that Jack Grealish and the girlfriend are back to their normal way. Wameshafanyiwa counseling. The lady now has accepted that whatever happened at that point, because you need to go through counseling after you've experienced this kind of incidents. Of course, Shakespeare will tell you, tukwambia kwamba, as in those incidents where players or top celebrities are attacked at their own homes is very traumatizing, unless nadanganya Shakespeare. And of course, and then counseling ni muhimu.
Yeah, kweli, because imekuwa mtindo juu ukiangalia Grealish, medal yake ya UCL, like medal zake za trebles za last season ana sahi. The same thing happened to Reece James the season 2020-2021 when Chelsea won the UCL, like the robbers wali nene, so saa zingine ina affect mentally as players, saa zingine hayuko mahali pazuri, so yeah, counseling, some kuangaliwa nini inahitajika for the guys.
Indeed. Celine, of course, you are very close to one of the Kenya Premier League teams. Ushasikia story kama hizi maplayer kuatakiwa kwao ama ushago kwao kwa attacked sababu yeye ni celebrity ama anacheza ball kwa Tusker FC ama anacheza Gor? Have you had those kind of cases? And how does perhaps Kenyan Premier League like Tusker deal with this kind of situations? Because of course, lazima mkwe na najua your team, najua you're not speaking on behalf of Tusker, but you've heard how they do their things.
Personally, I've not heard of any player in the FKF Premier League mwenye amehapeniwa with such a thing. But I feel like, yeah, it can leave you traumatized. Yeah. And therapy ni muhimu. Yeah, I've not heard of any.
Of those?
Yeah.
I feel like with Grealish, he doesn't need therapy. I
I was about to say that. I don't love the
Like, that's all the therapy he needs.
Men, we are under attack.
It's true though.
Hao ende kwa streets tupe mziki tusahau.
But I think here in Kenya utapata player maybe akirubiwa, they are there wenye amerubiwa, maybe nyumba yao imevunjwa. The first thing maybe club itamwambia umereport kwa polisi, uko na OB number. That's the first thing utapata, maybe anaambiwa. Alafu the next thing anaambiwa pole, leo pumzika, kesho kuja zoe. Unapata na life inaendelea tu, unapata. It's been long, but as a player ni traumatized by the way. Utashinda ukifikiria hiyo the same story kwa field, and then performance yako when it comes to football inaenda chini. It's something that tuna hope when it comes to new president mwenye anakuja FKF, those are some of the things tunataka maplayer yetu pia waangaliwe. Tumewapata wako na story mob sana za kubet, hizo ni vitu federation inafaa ku take care of them. Federation inafaa ifanye kazi yao, sio sisi tufanye kazi ya federation. Yes,
that's true indeed. I hope Nick Mwendwa or your soldiers or your foot soldiers are watching this show. ama tutakusukumia tu kwa YouTube. So tuko pia na link ya YouTube. So tutakusukumia usikie hiyo maneno. We also of course on our website is www.capemedia.africa. Hapo tuko live kwenye mitandao Facebook, Twitter, X, yote tuko hapo nani. Now of course haraka I managed to get Thibaut Courtois' girlfriend. Don't ask me why I got these pictures, but I just want to share to you because most of you ask, these players, they're just playing, but you don't know their life behind the net. So Thibaut Courtois has netted a very beautiful girl. Of
He
course.
has
Some of us are heartbroken.
He has conceded.
Thibaut Courtois is taken. Celine na
Hata Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane
Hey,
mliona
that was-
simulikaa tu hapa mmengeza mtangoja sasa.
That is betrothed.
Your day will come. Don't worry, there are upcoming stars who are coming up, young players who are Cape Verde wanna come. So Celine and
Mauritius.
there is hope for you.
Nigeria.
Oh yes, Celine and Nigeria WhatsApp group moja. Remember, if you're just joining us, this is Sports Extravaganza. There's a line on a number just on your screen right now, as you can see there, 0795-045-864. You're supposed to call us. You want now to take, of course, DJ akiweka song nyuma kidogo background. Firirinda is coming because Celine has requested for it. Kuria, what song did you request for?
I'll talk to the DJ.
No, talk to me. I am the MC. I'm the MC. So prepare ya Kuria. I think anapenda tukuwekee Mugithi ama ya
Chioma.
Hey.
Chio. Anapenda watu ya Burundi, batoto bakongo. Yeah, last week, the other time it was awesome. It was hot in here. Yeah, Shakespeare, Kuria is taken already, so don't bother wondering. Then, of course, you can call us in. This is a question. It's a very simple question. Call us in live and stand a chance to win yourself 1,000 Kenya shillings. I give away money, Evo 2, for watching this show. Nasikia kuna mtu ako kwenye simu. Remember, we also have a story about Klopp, where Klopp is going. Celine had whispered something to me. Kuria amesema, Dantos amesema about Klopp. Tutatuambia hivyo. Nani? Njiru. Hello, habari yako? Habari yako? Habari yako?
Mzuri sana, napiga kujibu swali.
Sasa unajua wewe umeanguka mtihani. Mimi nilisema ukinipigia simu unaanza na #SportsExtravaga.
Si wacha nirudie basi.
Aya, rudia basi.
#SportsExtravaganza.
Very good. Aya, jina, unatoka wapi?
Naitwa Bill.
Yes, Bill.
Nakupigia kutoka Njiru Town.
Unatoka Njiru Town? Haya, watu wa Njiru wanasema jibu ni gani swali yangu?
Wanasema huyo anaitwa Serge Aurier.
Anaitwa Serge Aurier.
Yes, sir.
Now, before nikupatie thao, nataka unijibie swali yangu moja. Kuna mchezaji AFCON, si unafuatilia AFCON? Si you follow AFCON kabisa, sio?
Si sana.
Okay, unafuatilia nini? Cause niko na I have my panelists, wanaweza kukuuliza swali. Wewe unataka tukuulize swali kwa department gani?
Nataka Kuria niulize.
Kuria. Haya. Kuria uliza juu. Unauliza swali unakungoja.
Who scored the equalizing goal between Angola and Mauritania? Was it Mauritania, right?
Yeah.
Umesikia swali ama Kuria ulize?
Algeria.
Nimesema Kuria ndio swali ya Chelsea.
Haya, ameuliza lakini wacha arudie.
Who scored the goal in a 1-1 draw of Angola versus Mauritania?
Angola and Mauritania.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni ya Chelsea lakini.
Anataka ya Chelsea. Anataka ya Chelsea. We're talking about AFCON, okay.
Haya, Kuria anakuuliza ya Chelsea. Wewe na Kuria wewe wachana na wasichana wetu.
Aya, sawa. Who scored the first goal of this century?
Of this century?
Yes.
You know when you put off was it?
It was Aspilicueta, sorry.
Of this century?
Yeah.
Century ilianza 2000, itakuwaje Aspilicueta?
Haikuanza 2000.
Century inaanzanga lini?
Wewe umeshindwa kujibu swali ya Kuria wewe. Haya. Sasa wewe uliza Kuria swali basi.
Niulize Kuria, akishindwa mnanipatia pesa?
Akishindwa akijibu atukupatii pesa.
Akijibu amnipatii pesa.
Akijibu atukupatii pesa.
Na guess swali.
Acha nimuulize, which was the first club to hire a first women's coach in England?
First?
Rudia tena.
First women's coach in England. Ni club gani ilikuwa ya kwanza?
Female coach in England.
First female coach in England.
Female coach in England.
Boda,
Ligi gani?
unaweza uliza kwa Kiswahili juu inakaa English pia ukuta.
I'm asking,
Yes.
which was the first club in England to hire a woman coach?
First club over.
Chelsea women.
Na asi Google.
It was Chelsea.
Na kuna kubwa
Si yako
mtihani.
kwa hewa na Google. Naenda Google.
Emma Hayes. Chelsea women, right? No?
Umeanguka.
Which one was it?
No, we Google sasa.
Nimejua.
Like, I've never heard of that.
Kuwa mpole na nini?
Hayes. I have to Google.
Atumesema jina yako ni
To coach English club ama?
tukuwekea gani?
To coach English club ama? Ama nisha?
Hebu nione.
Wewe sikusikia uliza hiyo swali vipi tukuwekea nini?
To sign a female coach.
Nauliza,
To coach
the first club
Yes. Yeah, to hire a female in
a female
England.
coach.
Umesema
Haikuwa juzi, ilikuwa
England.
kitambo in the 50s.
in the 50s. Ilikuwa timu gani hiyo?
Power.
Newcastle. Ama ilikuwa ni timu gani hiyo? Blackburn Rovers.
England. Like England.
But of course, ndugu yangu umesema jina yako ni nani?
Naitwa Bill.
Obure.
Bill. B-I-L-L. Yeah.
Bill, sababu umetuhangaisha kwa hii show na ni kama wewe umechukua kazi yangu na unajua niko karibu kulipa mshahara, naweza nyang'anywa mshahara wewe uitu hapa interview nichukuliwe kazi. Nashukuru sana. Tutachukua namba yako Bill.
Yes.
Na tutakutumia 500.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Thank you very much Bill for participating on our show. So 500 imeenda, lakini nikijisikia nitaweka 500 wengine, so ibaki 1,000. So 500 is gone already for just answering a very simple question and being part of this panelist. You can ask us questions or we can ask you questions. Whichever comes first, whichever makes you happy. It's a ladies day. Tunakupatia hiyo. Haya, tumemaliza hiyo ya Thibokotua hiyo ya nini? Let's now get of course to hiyo Firirinda DJ ututayarishie sababu Celine is not getting off. And Chiomo, wacha nakupatia ile Chiomo, itakupatia baadaye. Of course itapigwa ngoma kidogo ya Firirinda. But as we do Firirinda, let's talk about Klopp. Dantos mona mambo ya Klopp.
Yes.
Thanks pia mmesikia anaenda at the end of the season. There will be a trickle effect. Klopp akitoka pia kuna watu wanatoka.
Properly.
Mimi nataka kusikia tunani anatoka because mimi najua Mo Salah anatoka.
Okay, I think it's too late for Klopp kutoka. Angetoka ile siku ya Champions League na English Premier League. I think from my opinion, hiyo siku angetoka kwa sababu alikuwa achieve ile kitu Liverpool ija-achieve for a very long time. Sasa mbona kunaenda kwa kugumu and I think this is the final cup anaona kwa number 1, so I think anaonekana atachukua hii cup alafu aende. But it's too early kuona kama Liverpool atachukua hii cup. For me, ukiniuliza angetoka ile siku alishinda EPL na kashinda Champions League. Hiyo ndio siku angetoka. But akitoka Mo Salah ataenda. Lakini Mo Salah anafaa kuretire actually.
Anaenda Saudi Arabia of course.
Yeah.
Hiyo imeshaenda hivyo.
But hiyo Saudi Arabia I think hata Klopp anaweza enda huko. Hata Zidane.
Wewe maplayer wanatoka Saudi Arabia kimeumana.
Enda
Mourinho pia anaweza kuwa na head huko. Saudi yeah.
But you see, Shakespeare audience.
One thing, yesterday was one of the happiest men alive.
Of course,
Of course.
I was the happiest man alive.
He was so unhinged yesterday.
Jana, Bro, beat us 7-0, 5-0. Bro, atawataf.
If I were you, I would do the same.
Niliamka kana shukuru.
Hata mimi.
So, one thing about Klopp is he's a proper manager.
Yeah.
Amesaidia Liverpool. For that years, they hadn't won the Premier League. He won hata kama ameshinda moja. Alileta competition versus Guardiola ni ile kusukumana isipokuwa last season. One thing I'd like him after Carlo Ancelotti, amesema he's going off from akitoka Liverpool this season, anaka like a season away, blah blah blah. Hopefully see a medical condition juu haizi sema openly, but hopefully after Ancelotti ametoka Madrid, I'd need him to discipline some Catalonians hapa.
I thought you'd take Xabi Alonso. I'm surprised he's saying Klopp.
No, like Xabi anakanika the direct replacement ya Klopp at Liverpool. So from next season,
so.
Yeah, I'd love Klopp at Madrid. I'd love to see him akichezesha Valverde, kina Vini, kina Chomeni.
If he comes, Vini stays on the bench. Klopp doesn't tolerate that nonsense.
No.
He doesn't tolerate that nonsense.
Yeah, so we wish him well.
Yep.
Angejua hata angeenda last season.
Yeah.
But it's okay, okay.
Wow.
This season at least atapea the the Liverpool players I think to play for at least atashinda FA Cup, so Chelsea are going trophyless again this season.
You wish.
Thanks to the Lord.
You wish.
They'll thrash you. They'll thrash you.
No.
Watawatandika FA final.
Again, for the second time in a row. No,
Yeah.
we have to make amends.
Yeah, because they aren't winning the league. Pep lazima ajipige kifua, so lazima ampige hii ligi ya shindi. So yeah, I guess that's the only trophy ataweza kushinda hii season.
Hii ligi ni ya Manchester.
Manchester gani?
United.
Jua ni Manchester. City, United, Manchester ni Manchester.
You know, for London,
You guys.
all these people should not be talking. As the Liverpool fan, I'm the one who is supposed to be talking.
Na mlete service.
No, utaongea na emotion, so ataki uongee.
He's a Manchester United fan, but he's talking about winning trophies. Like,
Yeah.
surely.
The Lulu is the
I'm a
Lulu.
Carabao champion, bethe.
That's worth 100,000. Just
Zero
anyway.
pressure.
100,000. Sorry, 100,000 Kenya is not.
When was the last time Chelsea won any trophy?
What? Should I remind you?
Yeah, remind me.
2021.
2021.
When was the last time you won that trophy we won?
Last season.
Last
What?
season.
Karanini, we won a trophy last season.
No, I'm asking about
Thank you.
ECL.
No, me sitaki unipate specifically
Yeah.
any trophy.
Any trophy.
100,000. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let me say something about Klopp.
When was
I
the
don't
last
know
time you saw top 4?
what.
Top 4.
What does top 4 mean? The mighty have fallen. See? I don't know why you guys don't think Liverpool can win.
No, Liverpool can't win. Sorry.
Why?
Celine,
We have
sorry.
everything you need to win.
Me, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Liverpool can't win anything.
For real. I feel like
Klopp ameona mapema na kwa anataka kutoka.
no.
Anataka kuondokea ngori.
We are winning the quadruple. That is Europa, Carabao, EPL, na FA. I'm not
That's a
being
long shot.
delusional,
That's
but
a
that's all we
long
can give to club. But
Shabi
honestly,
akiweka kwa
just
mikono yake hivi. Akiwafanya hivi. Klopp hata anaenda after your game.
After your game, exactly.
but honestly, Klopp has been the best we have had.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's replaceable. People are saying Xabi Alonso,
Gerrard.
Xavi, Gerrard, and someone somewhere said Mourinho.
Gerrard anataka company.
I don't know, but honestly, yeah. Also, someone said Zidane, but I feel like he's irreplaceable. He has done something good. Last season we were suffering, and he re-strategized everything. He introduced a new style of play. We have seen him playing Trent as an inverted mid. I know I have a lot to say about Klopp. Nikianza saa hii nitafika saa mbili huko.
Time.
Emotion
But,
wise.
yeah, but honestly, I feel like, and yeah, Salah is leaving. I also saw rumors Van Dijk is leaving. I don't know, but
I feel bad. I feel bad about the touchline theatrics. You know how he
yeah.
celebrates? Yeah.
Yeah, the
and I
fist
lost
bumps.
first. I lost Rafa Senhato, the Southampton manager. He's gone, and now Klopp is going. He even celebrates and then gets a strain. First of all, I thought it was a celebration.
He's celebrating, and I know deep down, if Klopp, it's just the way he said he's not gonna coach any England team again.
Yeah.
Deep inside, Najwa Manchester United.
They would have wanted.
But we thank the Lord is living.
That's all you care about.
And of course, you've heard from them about who is coming. So the next Liverpool coach had set out some pictures. Of course, I've heard about Xavi. People have said Zidane. We've heard who is coming up next.
Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Mourinho anaweza kuja.
We've had,
Surprise mzee.
I love that.
Steven Gerrard is likely to come.
Ama wangoje Barcelona wafute Xavi.
No, you hate Barcelona with passion. Oh my God.
Lakini Barcelona hii season imekuwa tu bure.
Yeah. Xavi, I mean, since that you are connected, I mean, Mourinho.
But I feel like Xavi is gonna be the perfect candidate for
Kwa nini
this
si
one.
Steven Gerrard?
Wait,
No.
who are we talking about? Hernandez or Alonso?
Alonso.
Alonso,
This
Xavi.
one.
And he is not going anywhere. He is not going anywhere, at least not this season.
But we need
Next
him.
season.
He is not going anywhere. We are winning this season and then next season we are.
But if we
going
don't
for the
sign a
EPL.
good one, we're gonna be in shambles next season, for real.
But
Basi mchukue huyo De Zerbi.
De Zerbi, by the way, De
Yeah,
Zerbi
De
is
Zerbi
Zerbi
a
can
perfect
really thrive
A
at
perfect
Liverpool.
Unapea
But me, if I
Trent
was
De
to be
Zerbi.
asked, Klopp to stay, you know, we can do some.
No, Klopp akibaki mtamdharau at the end of the day.
He has decided already. He has gone.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was
I'm
listening to the video and he was saying he cannot do it again and again and again. It's like he's trying to hide something that
Does
he
it
doesn't
seem
want
okay to
people
you guys?
know. It doesn't seem okay to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
When I
like
watched
he's
that
trying to
video.
hide something.
Anyway, maybe age is catching up. How old is he?
No,
He's
Maybe
56.
akomgonjwa, maybe.
maybe he's
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Something
I
like
remember
that.
Zinedine took sabbatical away from football. We
Ama
were
mchukue
mad.
Vincent Company. Ataweza wasaidia.
Steve Gerrard alienda
Watu wape
nini
coach wa
akashindwa
Gor Mahia
kubeba
pia.
nini?
Is it
Not
not
bad.
Ama Vieira.
tunaweza wape McKinstry pia sisi kama Gor Mahia tukienda unbeaten this season.
Oh
So
my
don't
God,
worry.
here we go again.
Don't worry.
So, of course, as we've seen, I mean, the De Zerbi, Xavi Alonso, Mourinho, whoever, Liverpool, your goose is cooked. I mean, nasemanga hiyo nini? You're in trouble. Liverpool, no sooner does Jurgen Klopp leave than you'll become the Chelsea that is currently now. Did I put that right?
also really
I'm a Chelsea fan, of course.
Wait.
No, let's talk about that phase that you just from.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Liverpool, we are through that phase. As Chelsea, you've gone. So we'll just be handing it over back to you when Klopp goes away.
Hata Manchester tulikuwa hapo one day one
It's
time.
always a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, every top team in.
I was seeing people were posting the thing that Eric Ten Hag says that
Eras come to an end.
like
They called my coach a madman. Yeah. Wait until the 115 charges catch up with Pep.
oh yeah.
No, wait. Eras come to an end, but you have to start an era for it to come to an end.
Yeah.
What has he started?
Next season.
Nothing.
What has he started?
Season yetu
Saying
msijali. Next season.
Hii next season hii. Haina shida.
Next season FC.
Next season FC. So this next season FC, I understand looking to sign. This next season FC, can they sign Osimhen? Now that Osimhen has said, Osimhen wants to leave Napoli. That's according to the president of Napoli. So the news from Naples, Osimhen, the good boyfriend to Celine, is leaving Napoli. So Celine, they're bringing Osimhen closer to you.
Closer to me. Ooh, Manchester United.
Now he becomes an automatic enemy.
No. I don't think Manchester United are gonna sign Osimhen. Because he's also linked to Chelsea and Arsenal. I don't know. I would rather want him in Arsenal than in Manchester United.
Okay.
Would you want him at Chelsea after what they scammed us with that with that defender. What was his name?
Kalidu.
I mean, 3 good games and the rest are trash. That was a scam. I wouldn't want anything like that again.
Okay, me think first of all, English Premier League is very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Very hard. English Premier League is very hard. I think Osimhen Kenya anaweza fanya the best anaweza fanya ni kwenda maybe Spanish League kwanza. Akuja English Premier League career yake inaisha.
Yeah.
We have seen so many players wanakama kina Igalo wanakam career inaisha. There is nothing they are doing. English Premier League is the hardest league that we have.
And then there's Werner who has the guts to come back.
You know, angalia the only person I think alikuja kasurvive English Premier League ni mtu kama Bruno Fernandes. He's doing very well. Ana survive pale. We have so many players wenye kuja English Premier League ni flop. Wanapata the same vile Lukaku alitoka Chelsea. Hiyo move anaenda alafu akakuja Manchester. Akaenda Italy. Unapata yani uliza mtu kama atakwambia how English Premier League iko. Hata uliza mtu kama Cristiano Ronaldo atakwambia English Premier League the hardest place to be. Leo utakuwa fiti but the next season utakuwa flop. The moment upata tu injury ni hivyo. Hata alikuwa dhani the person alikuwa dhani akikuja back after injury hata perform ni De Bruyne lakini ame prove to perform. So that means KDB is a player to watch. Yeah, I think. Hata Haaland last season he scored so many goals. This season angalia ana struggle because utapata watu washamsoma. Ni mtu he doesn't have footwork. Ukimkaba tu vizuri hakuna mali ataenda. Yeah.
And of course Bundesliga pengine aende Bundesliga wenyewe unasema aanze Bundesliga apambane na kina Leverkusen yake.
Labda aende huko Cologne.
Cologne ama acheze na Union Berlin huko hivyo. But of course Osimhen is leaving. That's of course the latest from there. Zidane rejected a job in AFCON. Algeria, you have the feet to actually ask Zidane to come and coach you because Jamel has left. Algeria mko na joke sana. But of course,
I think Zidane
was that a long show? What was Algeria thinking?
I think Zidane akona damu Algeria, si ndio?
Yeah, he's Algerian. He's Algerian. Before he ended kucheza French. So that's why they asked him to come on loan. I didn't understand that.
Vile Ivory Coast lichukua
They wanted to take the former Zambian coach.
But they have already signed him.
Nah.
On loan.
Hawakuelewana, so they are still stuck with their watatafuta mse kwa technical bench yao.
Drogba.
Who will help them wasifungwe bao mingi na seven. I'm sure wallahi billahi they are going to collect some.
Yeah. So of course Zidane rejected that job. But what would Zidane be thinking now? Ameka nje sana.
Okay, for me if you ask me,
Saudi Arabia, anakuja Man U, anakuja Chelsea, anakuja.
This is my opinion. For me if you ask me, Zidane is not a good coach. Ni vile alipata Real Madrid ikiwa on the peak.
The best.
Na alikuwa he got good players. Unapata? Players wenye wanajuana, they know how to play football. That's when unapata alishinda so many trophies. Angalia vile hao player walianza kutoka pia akatoka. Unapata? So I think Zidane is a good coach, is a bad coach, but ako tu pale katikati. Ni apendi what do you call? Apendi kuanzia chini. Anataka ile timu isha build ndio aende nayo. Yeah. Alafu unaangalia is so choosy because hataki kuharibu ile nini yake. Ile si wacha tuseme CV yake. Hataki kuharibu vile toka Real Madrid. Anataka akuja. That's why hata alikata offer ya Manchester United because of Manchester United we are really struggling. Hatuna players. Hataki kuanza. In short, ataki challenge. You don't know the same.
I wouldn't say that because kama nimse anataka apate squad menene, he would have taken France in the 2022 World Cup. Bro, France have Mbappe. They have everything. They had everything to win the World Cup with Zidane. So Ali turned on. Me, I just think Zidane ni ule tu mse wa vibes. He's accomplished it all. Anafanya tu chenye roho yake nataka.
Anakula retirement.
Anasema serious taker.
Anakula NSSF.
Anasema serious taker.
Anakula nini yake bwana vizuri.
Anakula mali yake. Of course, hapa pia tunakula mali yetu na tungependa pia wewe ukule mali yetu. After this break, of course, we shall be telling you who is the new Ivory Coast coach. Of course, mnamjua. We want to put face to it. DJ of course anatuwekea song hapo 1, 2, 3. Dex akirudi, DJ atatuwekea firirinda akirudi baadaye, na mtapata on stage Selina akitingiza firirinda zake. But of course remember we're answering a very simple question for 1,000 Kenya shillings. 500 is already gone. Remember it's Sports Extravaganza. Tony Kulanda here. We are live. In the next few minutes we shall be coming back. Then we'll be taking you back to the English Premier League, to the FA Cup, tukupeleke Spanish, tukupeleke kila kitu. DJ, inafaa uniekenge ngoma sasa, ningekuwa nimeruka ruka bwana. DJ